Om 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 Sana Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vitvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Om Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Samasta Janakalyane Niratam Karunamayam Namami Chinmayam Devam Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram Sadgurum Brahmavidvaram. Om Shri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namaha. Om Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vasishtaya Namo Namaha. Bole Shri Veda Vyasa Bhagavan Ki Jai. Om. So Hari Om, today is the 5th day, or rather the 20th day of our Yaksha Prashna talks. It started 5 months ago. We may have some 3-4 months to go. If we take it up for 5 days a week every Sunday, during the third week of the month. Today's questions are from 78 to 82. Yaksha uvacha kadik kimudakam proktam kimannam kimcha vahivisham Shraddhasya kalamakyahi tatah pibaharasvacha. So, the answers by Yudhishthira are Yudhishthira uvacha santo dikjalamakasham gaurannam prarthana visham Shraddhasya brahmana kalaha katam va yakshamanyase. So very interesting questions. Kadik, what is the direction? Meaning, what is the direction we should walk in life? Which is the path we should take? What is the path we should go? Simple answer is Santaha Dik. Santaha means saints. People who are very compassionate. The right path to walk in life is a path taken by noble people. Whenever we have confusion, there is a very beautiful graduation day address in the Taittiriya Upanishad. It starts with the teachers tell the students who finished the Gurukula Vasam and are going home. Vedamanutyacharyon vasinam anushasti satyam vada dharmam chara. So it goes on like that. Then the teacher says, Yadi te karma vichikitsa va vritta vichikitsa va syat ye tatra brahmanaha sammarshinaha yukta ayuktaha aluksha dharmaka masyuhu yatha te tatra varteran tatha tatra vartetaha. So, whenever you have a doubt in life, karma vichikitsa, can I do this or should I not do this? Or vritta vichikitsa, is this attitude of mine right? Or is this thought right? Is this thought not right? We can have a doubt about our actions and about our thoughts also. Whenever we are stuck in such a quagmire, we go ye tatra brahmanaha sammarshinaha yukta ayuktaha aluksha dharmakamasyuhu. How those brahmanas should be brahmajanati iti brahmanaha. People who know the Brahman, people who strive to know the Brahman, gurus, saints and masters who have studied the scriptures and are living that path themselves and are showing that path to others. So you approach those people, and how should they be? They should not be cruel people. They should be very compassionate. Anuksha. And then not only compassionate, they should have dharma kamasyu. They should have the desire to walk the path of dharma. Knowing the truth is one thing, but walking the path of dharma in the world is a completely different thing. We may know the truth. We may want to abide in the truth. But the desire to continue living in this world, living on the path of dharma or duties and responsibilities and guiding others on the path of dharma is a rare thing. So that is one meaning of this word, kadik. What is the direction? The saints are the direction. Saints are the way. All of us, whenever we meet saintly people, people who live a life of tapas, austerity, people who live a life of goodness, studying the truth, living by the truth and teaching the truth. When we approach such people, it is a very rare opportunity. At that time, we do not discuss about world politics, then cricket commentaries, or cinema, or what do actors and actresses do, or what is the best subject to study in the world today, what is the craze among the youth. All these discussions are not the real things that we should do with them. We should just give up our troubles, give up our worries, give up our anxieties, and sit at their feet, surrender everything to them, and learn. Seek what is the message that they have to give to us. Get up and follow that message in our life. Then our life takes a turn towards the right direction. So Sita is asking Ravana, very beautiful question, the Valmiki Ramayana. When she is captured by Ravana and kept in Ashokavana, Ighasanto navasanti satava anuvartase yatahi viparitate buddhi achara varjita. Are there no saints in this place? Are there no people who follow the saints? How come it is that such a distorted thinking and distorted way of behavior is possible in this country? She is questioning Ravana because he has captured her and brought her there. Are there no saints? Or is it that even if there are saints, you don't follow them? What is the reason for all this behavior? How is it possible? Which means, if there are saints in a country and people follow those saints, then there is going to be no bad behavior at all. How do we recognize a saint? By their quiet life. They are not running after name and fame, unobtrusive. They are very simple. It is very difficult to recognize. But in Ramacharitamanasa, Narada Rishi elaborates the qualities of saints. Shatvikara jitanagha kamam achala kilchana suchi sukhadhama amita bodha aniga mita bhogi satyasara kavi kovida jogi savadhana manada madahina dhira dharma gati parama pravina. In the Ramacharitamanasa, anagha, free from sins, akama, free from desires, achala, very steady on their path towards their goal, akinchana, they don't care about material possessions, shuchi, pure of mind, pure of heart, sukadhama, if you go near them, they are an abode of peace, amita, infinite knowledge. Whatever it is, whatever problem you go with to them, with their quiet mind, they will be able to see the source of the problem and they'll be able to give you the right solution. Aniha, they do not have cravings. Mitabhogi, they take in with caution. They don't eat too much, see too much, hear too much, smell too much, or taste too much. All these excesses of the sense organs they avoid. Satyasara, they live by the essence of truth. Kavi, Krantadarshi. They have foresight about what is going to happen. Kovida, they are very well learned people. Yogi, meaning yogi. Their thoughts, emotions, and actions are integrated. Savadhana, circumstant. They are always alert. Savadhan means also the word in March past used for attention. Savadhan, savadhana, alertness. Manada, they give respect to everybody and they are also respected by all. People respect them, they give respect to others. Madahina, they don't have any attitude or pride about themselves. Dhira, they're very steady, calm, collected, brave, and wise. Dharmagati, they follow the dharma. Dharma means the path of truth, path of reality, path of the right thing to do in life. Parama Pravina, they're very, very skillful. You can see many saints have their own hobbies in life. They have perfected some art, fine art, even sports sometimes, even mathematics or music. There are no dearth of talents among saints. Because their life is a very concentrated life. They live a life of devotion. They live a life of dharma. So they have ample time to hone their skills, whatever art form they want to do, or whatever it is that they are good at, they want to develop, they do it and they are able to excel in that. So Narada Rishi says there are more and more of these qualities. Even goddess Sharada, Saraswati, will not be able to list out all the qualities of saints. There are so many qualities. Even in the Viveka Chudamani, Sri Adi Shankaracharya says, he talks about saints. He says, having realized the truth, they don't have anything anymore for them to want or to ask or attain, but they walk around like a spring season, blessing everybody with their presence of cool words. Shanto Mahanto Nivasanti Santo Vasantavalokahitam Charantaha Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam Janan Ahetunan Yana Pitarayantaha Shanta Mahanta Nivasanti Santaha. These Mahatmas are very calm, very collected, very quiet. Vasantaval Loka Hitam Charantaha. They exist because they want to do something for the welfare of people. And they go around like the spring season. Vasantavat Loka Hitam, for the welfare of the world. Charantaha. They walk around. Tirna Swayam Bhima Bhavarnavam. Bhima means roaring. This Bhava, life. Arnavam, ocean of life, ocean of existence is a roaring ocean. They have crossed it. They have crossed it with that, with the knowledge of the truth. They have already crossed it. Ahetunan yanapi tarayantaha. Other people, for no reason, for no cause, for no other benefit, they just help others also to cross that ocean of samsara or bhima, bhava or nava. This roaring, fearsome ocean of existence. The next question is a very simple, practical question. It is a scientific question. Kim udakam proktam? What is water? The answer is very interesting. Jalam Akasham. Yudhishthira says, what is water is a question that Yaksha asks Yudhishthira. And Yudhishthira says, water and space are called water. Udakam means water. Yaksha asks, what is water? Space and water are water. So how can space and water be water? Space is the cause, water is the effect. In the Upanishads, First there is Brahman, and from Brahman, Maya comes. Maya is the power of Brahman, and she's got three qualities: Sattva Guna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. That is Maya. She arises from Brahman. She exists in Brahman, she arises in Brahman, and she dissolves in Brahman. From this Maya Shakti, Akasha or space emerges. Because the power is there, the power of Brahman is there around us, we are able to visualize this space. We are able to see that space because of the power of Brahman which is present in us. That power is making us visualize space. And space creates air. Particles of matter, even in modern day science, they are discovering how matter is evolving and or devolving in this whole universe. So space is there. Space is nothing but tightly, very, very tightly, strongly packed energy particles is what space is all about. When the energy particles are moving around and they gather force, a force is developed and they gain movement. And that movement of energy particles in a gathered manner is called air, and it gives us a sense of touch. This energy particles is a subtle presence of water. Water is a gross manifestation. The most subtle manifestation is space, and it emerges from Maya Shakti. Maya Shakti makes us experience. It does not emerge from Maya. Because of the power of Maya, we are experiencing something called space. It is just like there is a 3D film or a 4D film. They give us special glasses. That special glasses is like the power of Maya. Because of the special glasses, we experience the 4 dimension of the film. If we don't have those glasses, we will only be seeing a 2-dimensional screen or a unidimensional screen in which we will see length and breadth of the film. So Kim Udakam Proktam, this power of Maya makes us experience the particles of atomic particles of light energy called space. In the Sanskrit language also, space is called Akasha. Akasha means Avakasham Dadati iti Akasha. That which gives space for everything is Akasha. There's another root word for the meaning of space. Space. Kash, Kash. The word Prakash. Kashi. Kash, Deep Tau is the root meaning of that word, space. That which shines is called space. So Kim Udakam Proktam, Akasham Udakam Proktam. Space is, so from space comes air. When the air molecules, they gather strength and force, and they also begin to move and brush against other objects. Heat is generated, and you get a manifested form of that energy in the form of light and heat, which is fire. And when light and heat is propelling, you get droplets of water generated by the heat, and that is called water. When the droplets of water are gathering in force, there is material content inside that water, and that manifests as soil or earth. So this is what our Shastras describe about the origin of this universe. So, what is water? Space is also water. Water is also water. Space is the causal water. Water is the manifest condition. Space is the unmanifest condition of water, and the water is the manifest condition of space. Nilakanta Shastri is another commentator. He explains that space refers to Brahman because in the Brahma Sutra also, Akashas Tat Lingat is one of the sutras. Akasha or space is a pointer to Brahman. Akasha, the presence of space, space exists to point out the presence of Brahman, says that Brahma Sutra. And so, he says, water represents the Jiva, while Akasha represents Brahman. The next question, Kim Annam Gauhu Annam, what is food? Cow is food. So it is not a venerating sutra, venerating question, a venerating answer. It is a very realistic answer. How do we get food? We get food because of yajna. In the Bhagavad Gita, Annad Bhavanti Bhutani, all creatures are existing because of Anna. If there is no food, we can't exist. How does food come? Parjanyadanna sambhavaha. From rain, food comes. Rain comes, food grows, nourished by the waters of the rain. Then how does rain come? Yajna bhavati parjanyaha. When we do yajna, yajna means offerings into the sacrificial fire is the pratama, is the main yajna. Yajna is also collective activity. Farming is a yajna. Taking care of the country's protection of the country is a yajna. Gathering knowledge, studying knowledge, teaching that knowledge, talking about the truth, talking about reality, talking about the presence of Ishvara, talking about the universal truth is also yajna. Guiding people to do the right thing on the path of dharma is yajna. Physically giving our physical body in service of society is also yajna. But for the main yajna, done with the fire, as a fire ritual, what is required? All aspects of the cow are used. The Panchagavya, cow's ghee, cow's milk, cow's urine, cow dung, and cow's butter. All these things are used for the yajna. Milk, curd, butter, urine, and dung. These are used for doing the yajnas. Cow dung pastes are taken, they are called verati, or they are dried cow dung cakes. They are only offered with along with summit sticks, and cow's ghee is offered into the yajna. When we say swaha idam namama, why do we offer this? What happens during a yajna? During a yajna, a divinity is invoked, a devata is invoked. It can be Mrityunjay, Shiva, it can be Bhagavan Vishnu, it can be Gayatri Devi, it can be Ganesha, it can be Mahalakshmi, it can be Saraswati, it can be any god can be invoked with that fire and the offerings. Why are these offerings given? Gods like this. Who are gods? Gods are all people who lived in this world at one point of time. Many, many crores and crores of years ago. Also they may have lived. We don't know when. Some gods we know when they lived. Even before all that, many, many yugas before also they have lived on this earth. There are people who lived on this earth and they increased their tapasya, they served humanity, and they rose high above, and they still continue to do work. What is the work they do? They continue to bless humanity. They continue to listen to our prayers. They have the power to bless. They answer our prayers by giving us what we really want. We want food, we want clothing, we want shelter, we want harmony, we want intelligence. All these things you cannot get in any shop or any supermarket or any manufacturing unit cannot manufacture all this for us. We have to get it from the devatas. And how to get it from the devatas? The Vedas, The Shastras, all the Puranas have given many stories or passages in the scriptures that outline the process to invoke a god. For example, when you invite a governor or the president or the prime minister, you cannot just call them, lift the phone and call them and ask them to come. You have to follow a protocol. You have to send a video recording, please come, you're coming to our country, please visit our center, please visit our place. You invite through a video recording, you send a mail to them, you contact the ADC to the governor or the president's staff, the secretarial staff around the prime minister, the president or the chief minister. You send an official letter and then you wait for their reply. And then when they contact you, you have to make the necessary arrangements, the protocol, the security protocol, all that you have to arrange. Only then they will be able to come. In the same way, if you want to invite a god, the security protocol is cleanliness, all the necessary offerings that that particular god likes, you keep it ready, you invoke the fire, you offer the naivedyam. At the end of the yajna, the god we may not be able to see because we don't have the vision to see, the eyes to see. It is like everybody cannot see 3D film just like that. We have to wear special lenses. We may not be able to see, but dogs in our house, animals in our house will be able to see and experience other presences that are not visible to the human eye. So the gods do appear and they grant our boons. How do we know that they have granted our boons? Whatever we have prayed for has begun to happen in our life. And so it is not without expectation, but when we just offer, it is very automatic. Gods are like our parents. We don't need to really try to please them too much. If we do the right things and make them happy, they are definitely going to give whatever they are able to give. Even parents, they cannot give everything that we ask because they may not have the power, the monetary power, or the physical power to give whatever we want. But gods have the power. They have the material power, the spiritual power, everything is their command, in their command. And so whatever it is that we really want and we ask through the proper process, we are going to get through yajna. And how is that yajna done? Because the cow is the main source for all the ingredients that the cow gives is the offering in the yajna. If you have seen, even the yajna is called Kamadhenu, the wish-yielding cow. Because whatever it is that we want, we do yajna. And we don't need to do a really fire ritual all the time. Anything that we join together and do. It can be a puja. It can be a cleaning of the ashram or cleaning of the temple. Udavara Pani, it is called in Tamil. It is a yajna. The temple of Bhagavan, you are keeping it clean. And you do it together with 100 people. It is a yajna. Bhagavan will bless us. Ishvara will bless us. And who is that Ishvara? Ishvara is nobody else but sheer power. Sheer power that is manifest everywhere, all around us. We do this activity, we invoke the power and automatically it rains blessings. Indra has blessed the kingdom of Magadha so much. Magadha is in one part of Bihar. Today, whatever condition it is, I don't know. But in those days, in that country of Magadha, people, the clouds will be in such a level that people will just touch and tell, yes, I want rain. It's like having an overhead tank of water everywhere without a tank. Whenever they want rain, that much of rain will come. When they want rain to stop, it will stop. So that is the power that the gods have. That is the power we can invoke. There have been many civilizations that have invoked the divine power and lived their life very beautifully. We can also do it. Kim annam gauhu annam. To complete the Bhagavad Gita verse, Parjanyad Anna Sambhavaha, Yajnad Bhavati Parjanyaha. From Yajna comes rain. And how does rain come? How does Yajna come? Yajnaha Karma Samudbhavaha. Yajna is all of us joining together and collectively doing an action. Our Republic Day parade is a Yajna. It's so beautiful to watch. Collective action. March past, mass drill, the tableaus, all the practice that has gone through from all over the country, the international guest that comes there, the whole country is watching the parade. So it is a magnificent yajna. All this when we do, we are very integrated in thought, feeling, actions and intellect. Then in that country, there is going to be all prosperity. The senses are also called go. The senses contain the light of consciousness and prana. They go out through the senses. They go out, touch the objects and come back. Whether it's the eyes, the ears, the nose, the sense of taste and the sense of skin, touch. And they go and they come back giving us the experiences. Offering all these experiences of the senses unto the divine is a yajna. All the experiences are the food that we offer as a yajna. Kin chavai visham? It's a very interesting question. We have studied so many books, so many new age books are there. The law of attraction. You ask and the universe will deliver it to you. They don't tell the secret behind that, or they don't know the secret. You whatever you want crores of rupees, you ask and you will get rich. They teach all these things, and people also go and do. But what is this question by Yaksha saying? What is poison? And what is the answer that Yudhishthira gives? Prarthana Visham. You ask something from Bhagavan, you ask something from the universe, you ask something from Ishvara, your very asking is poison. Because asking is happening from the state of ignorance. Asking is happening from the state of lack. Asking is happening from the state of not understanding the true reality that everything that I need is coming to me moment to moment. In that context, I ask. And when I ask in that context without the right understanding, I don't ask for the right thing that's required for me. Artha means wealth. Prartha means prakarshena arthyate. Specially, I am asking for something, which means there is a doership in the asking. There is an enjoyership in the asking. I want to experience a particular result. I want a particular object. I want a particular situation. I want a particular person in my life. And so I am asking. Even if you go and ask to Bhagavan, many people go and pray to Bhagavan. Whether it is in Tirupati or any temple, thousands and thousands of people are going. We do not need to conclude that there's so much of devotion in this world. People are all going there to ask for this and that. They want to ask for something. They want that particular person who is fighting with me to talk with me. Who knows? That person fighting with you or not talking with you is the right thing to happen. But you ask that they talk with you, and because of your prarthana, Bhagavan relents, because Bhagavan is a gentleman. He gives whatever you ask. Sometimes, even if it may not be good for you, you may get what you ask because there is a lesson to learn. You get it, and then you learn the lesson. Oh my God, what did I ask for? I asked for so much of trouble in my life. So, Yudhishthira says, Prarthana is not the general prayer. The general prayer that we do, may everybody be happy, may everybody be healthy. For the whole universe, whatever we pray is just a general prarthana. It is not something specific. It is a general well-being. It is only an affirmation. We are reaffirming that may everything be happy, may everyone be happy. Because that's the best thing that we can do in our life. with our thoughts. We can think good thoughts. But prarthana refers to asking for something in particular from God, from the universe. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, this Dhruva, a small boy, within 5 years of age, within 6 years of age, maybe 5.5, he fights, he feels very sorry that his father didn't make him sit on his lap and allowed the other brother, who's a stepmother, Suniti and Suruchi. Suniti is Dhruva's mother, Suruchi is Uttanapada's mother. And the father, Suruchi is the other boy's mother. The father makes the other boy, Suruchi's son, sit on his lap. And when Dhruva also wants to sit on the father's lap, this Suruchi says, no, you should be born through my abdomen, my womb. Only then you will have the power to sit on the father's lap. So Dhruva is crying and going to his mother. So mother says, go and pray to Bhagavan Narayana. She says, you have to be born in my lap, to sit on your father's lap, right? So you leave that being born part of it. To sit on your father's lap, you go and pray to Bhagavan Narayana. And so this Dhruva is crying and going. He does very, very hard tapasya of not eating, living only on water, living only on air, not even taking air, and doing tapasya, sweating all the time. And all the gods, they appeal to Bhagavan Narayana. Please do something, this boy is doing so much of tapas. Bhagavan Narayana is appearing before this boy. He is not opening his eyes because in his inner vision, he is engrossed in the vision of Bhagavan Narayana and doing tapas. So Bhagavan awakens him and then he asks, what boon you want? And Dhruva says, give me the boon that I should have Dhruva Pada. I should have a very firm position in my life, in the kingdom. I want to be very friendly with my father and I want to be in a very unshakable position. And so Tathastu, it was granted. And Dhruva Padam also was granted for him. Finally, Dhruva was feeling so sad and so miserable that after all, I met the infinite Ishvara and I've asked for a finite result. How sad. At the same time, Prahlada also, he was also an Asura child whose father, Hiranyakashipu, gave him a lot of trouble. We know the story of Narasimha, who killed Hiranyakashipu. And Narasimha asked Prahlada, ask me for a boon, what do you want? And Prahlada said, give me, I do not want any boon from you. I just want the boon that I should always have love for you. So if at all we want to ask Bhagavan something in prayer, only ask Bhagavan that our love for Bhagavan should keep on increasing. When our love for Bhagavan increases, then we will always get whatever that is in our life that we need, that will keep us happy and fulfilled. If we ask for this and that, a car or a bike or a house, or to study in America, to go to Australia, or travel around to Japan or Singapore, anything that we ask Bhagavan may not be the right thing for us, because according to the Mahabharata, Yaksha's question and answer, Prarthana Visham. So, even in Prashnottari Ratnamalika, Sri Adi Shankaracharya says, Vishat Visham Kim Vishaya Samastha Vishat Visham. What is the greatest poison of all poisons? All Vishayaha. The desire for objects of senses, the desire to see something we like, desire to hear something we like, desires to smell something we like, desire to taste something we like, desires to experience and feel something we like. Visham. It is a poison. Poison means it it is going to damage our existence in this life. It will damage our energy, it will damage our right thinking, it will damage our intellect, it can even damage the physical body. Even when the Devas and Asuras, out of interest of gaining the nectar of immortality, Amrita, they were churning the ocean. First thing that came out was because there was a prayer. They were doing something to gain something in life. They wanted to gain something specific. And then they were churning the ocean. Bhagavan helped them also. Like how I said, Bhagavan will, of course, grant our desires according to our capacities only. Everybody's desires will not be fulfilled in the same manner. The Devas got something, the Asuras got something else. We know that story. But the first thing that happened was poison came out and they did not know how to manage that poison. And they had to call Bhagavan Shiva to collect that poison, turn it into a ball, and put it in his mouth. And it was held in the throat by Parvati Devi. That is why he is called Neelakanta, which means poisonous stuff will come to us whenever we go behind desires. Is there any other question? Shraddhasya kalam akhyahi, Shraddhasya brahmanaha kalaha. Shraddha means the ritual offering for the mains and the pitrus. What is the time to offer Shraddha? When a Brahmana comes, a Brahmana who studied the Vedas and living a very pious life, our ancestors traveled through them. So when the Brahmana comes, it is the right time to offer Shraddha. Or when you see a Guru, from a knowledge perspective, when you see a Guru, a Mahatma, it is a time to collect our Shraddha, our capacity to believe in the truth, believe in the reality, believe in the Shastras, and question about the reality. Shraddha is a quality which is very, very important to gain jnana. Shraddhavan labate jnana. So, a Brahmana is a wise person, a saintly person, a guru, or a jnani. So, from a very materialistic, ordinary perspective, what is the right time to do Shraddha? When the Brahmana is available, you can do Shraddha. So we don't need to question them. What is it? They say only Aparanna time, only 12:30, 1:30. We don't need to question all that. If the Brahmana says you do it, it can be done according to. So these are all Vedartham Upabrahmayet. Whatever is mentioned in the Vedas, they are expanded in the Puranas and the Itihasas. So let us conclude this Yaksha Prashna, and next month we will begin with the next set of questions. And tomorrow there may not be any session. On Sunday we have Prashnottari Ratnamalika, Vision of Vedanta. From Monday to Saturday, we are going to see maybe Monday to Sunday or Monday to next Monday. We are going to conclude the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita in Tamil. It started in January 2022. So we are 1.5 years later. We are concluding with the 18th chapter. It may end with a puja on YouTube. Let me see how that's going to be done. But those talks will happen from Monday onwards to the next Monday or Tuesday. Because the 18th chapter is a very long chapter of 78 verses, and it may take that long a time to complete it. Okay, so stay tuned, and we are going to enjoy the process. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu, Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah, Sarve Santu Niramayah, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kaschit Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Asatoma Sadgamaya, Tamasorma Jyotirgamaya, Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति 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 हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम बोले श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय हर नमः पार्वती पतये हर हर महादेव हरि ओम।